Hi everyone, it's me, Logan and Quinn. As you can tell by the title, I'm doing another makeup look. Now, this time around, you can tell by the title that it's inspired by a character that is in an anime that I just recently started watching. I did start watching and I finished the first season. I finished it within 2 nights, which is pretty amazing. So yeah, I'm on to the second season, and my favorite character, the name of this anime is Vampire Knight. I absolutely love it. At first, when I first was watching the first episode, in the beginning of it, I was like, oh my god, please don't let this be another, like, House of Night crap. It wasn't. It was amazing, very well done, and after the first episode, I was hooked. So, yes, and like I said, my favorite character is Zero. He is amazing. I love the bond that he and this other girl, Yuki, have, because Zero is actually a vampire. He was turned into a vampire. He's not a pureblood, which purebloods are a little bit, they were vampires from birth, if I am correct. I'm only into the 4th episode of the second season, so yes. But I absolutely love Zero. I think he's a great character, very dynamic. I hate Kaname. I know I'm going to get a lot of fire on this, but I don't like Kaname. I think he's very manipulative and everything, but I absolutely love Zero. My favorite character, hands down, Zero. So how I incorporated he into this look is by basically going with the colors that he has. He has violet colored eyes, very lavender kind of eyes, which I don't know if you're able to tell, but it's like a grayish lavender color. I put right around here, and then that fades out to a to a black, which he wears black because in the school that he's in, he is in the day class, which is odd, but it explains that in the first season, so yeah. And then I used white because he's extremely pale, and he has grayish white hair, so yes. And then for my lips, I had a nude lip, and then blush. We'll get to blush at the time. Now I'm gonna put my hair back. My gorgeous hair. Love my hair. Love how it's looking now. I still need to get the color redone, but I'll do that soon. Now, first off, we're going to use Urban Decay Primer Potion. Of course, love Urban Decay Primer Potion. Great primer for your eyeshadow. And I'm going to have to start depotting mine. And my ear just popped out. And now we're going to get on to the colors. Now for the colors, because he has grayish lilac colored eyes, because I don't have a grayish lavender kind of color in here, I decided to mix this color, which is from the purple part of the palette, of the 180 palette, and I mixed that color with this silver color to get more of a grayish violet color. And this color, oddly, is not as pigmented as the other colors, but it still works pretty well for this look. And tap off the excess, of course. And now I'm just going to apply that. I mean, it's not uber pigmented, but it's pretty decent of a color. It's definitely a color that is buildable. And it looks like that. It's not much yet. Of course, I always say that in every single video. But now I'm going to take this brush. Actually, now looking at it, I should extend that just a tad bit more. Just in case. Because, I mean, you're obviously blending, so you don't have to worry too much. Now I'm going to take this brush. I used my domed eyeshadow brush for the other thing. This part, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Professional Defining Eye Brush, and I'm going to use just a matte black. You could use Carbon, you could use the 180 palette, or 120 palette. I'm getting the 180, the two numbers mixed up because in cosmetology we use, one of the haircuts we do is the 180 haircut, using 180 degrees. And I'm just going to apply that. This thing picks up a lot of color. Especially with this black. This black is so well. It's such a nice, good black. And you're just going to kind of create a crease color. Very, very soft. And we're going to drag that color inward toward the tear duct, but not too much. You don't want this to be uber too much. You want it to just blend naturally. And now this color, you can see the black is kind of on the other eye a little bit more extended, which makes it a little bit more of a sexy kind of thing. It's a little more sexy and a little more, like, seductive. I don't know. Next I'm going to take just a matte white from the 120 palette, not the 180. And I'm just going to apply that for the brow highlight. Now also the amount of color you pick up and pigmentation also is going to depend on the brush that you use. Some brushes are better at picking up more color, whereas some are not. So it's all going to depend on the brush sometimes. Now I'm going to apply some of that white in the tear duct. We're just going to apply a little bit in the tear duct. We're not going to be outrageous with this in the tear duct quite yet. We're going to get into that in a little bit. But now I'm going to take my trusty blending brush. Love this brush because you can use it for so much. You can apply eyeshadow, you can apply a highlight color, you can do anything with this. Could blend, obviously, and I'm just blending the black with the white. I'm in a very good mood today. Can you tell? And it looks like that. Very, very, very sexy. I love this look because it's so dramatic and just absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm going to take a black kohl pencil. I'm going to line the inner rims of the eyes. And I'm going to tight line as well. And now I'm just going to squeeze my eyes shut. That's just going to help distribute the color evenly. Now I'm going to take a liner brush, like so. This is actually a eyebrow brush, but I'm going to use it for both my brows, and I'm also going to use it for the liner. And now I'm just going to connect the bottom very carefully with the top. You don't want too much, because if you get too much, it's just like, it's too much color, and you know how too much color can get, just is not nice. So that's what it looks like. Now we're going to freshen up that highlight color with the same white. Looks like that. Now we're going to do our brows. I'm going to wipe this brush off so we don't have any black, because black tends to not be the best color when you're doing your brows, even if you do have very, very dark hair. Try to stay away from black colors. Go for a little bit more of a deep dark brown. And I'm going to, for mine, I'm just going to mix the matte brown and then a nice yellow. This brow doesn't need as much as the other brow did, because I've noticed I'm missing a few patches of the other brow. I don't know when that ever started happening. Me getting old. Getting old. Oh my lord. Me old. Now I'm just gonna use clear brow gel just to get my brows in place. It looks like that. Now I'm going to use mascara. Mascara I'm going to use, obviously, Zoom Lash. Love Zoom Lash. It's an amazing mascara. And that also helps with this look, because your look is a little bit more of a winged look, and this is going to help accentuate the winged look. And obviously we're going to rock it back and forth. And for the bottoms, I'm just going to take the brush, place it, rock it, and then just bring it out. Like that. That way you don't get too much on the bottom lash line, because for this look, it's all about the top winged liner. Or winged eyeshadow. It's all about the wing. So, that's why that is that. Now I'm going to take my eyelash curler, my trusty eyelash curler, and I'm going to curl my lashes. And that just helps my lashes look a little bit more longer, a little bit more raised up, and it just opens up my eyes a lot more, which is something you need to do if you're using darker colors like these. Now I'm going to use, for my blush, I'm going to mix these two blushes from the Color Workshop. I'm going to use these two purplish berry kind of colors. And now I'm going to use, this one. I'm going to take that up on my stippling brush. And just like last time, I'm going to apply it the same way in a C shape. I love this technique. I think it really helps flatter a square-shaped face. Especially if your face is actually showing and you don't have hair that's going to cover it, then this is perfect for you. I like to do the pouncing technique, and then I like to use the bottoms to just blend it and make it more one with the skin. It looks like that. Now for lips. Lips, I just mixed, obviously again, gotta mix my lip colors. Mix these three lip colors. This one is a Wild Orchid from LA Colors. It's just a lavender kind of color. First off, I used this one though, which was nude. I used that one first. I put that on my lips. Then I used this one, blended that with the nude, and then on top of that I used this color, which is Wild Orchid. Then I blotted, and then I applied a lip gloss. Lip gloss I applied is, of course, Taupeless from Revlon. Love this color. It's a nice grade brown. Love it. So, yeah, that's the completed look. Oh, my hair is a mess now. There we go. Sort of looks better, I guess. There we go. And so that is the completed look. So yes, leave comments, feedback, and all that stuff down below in the comment section. Comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Until next time.